Okay,
Discord was a
so
lovable ass in this.
what?
Yeah.
I said Discord was a lovable ass.
Yeah, not a huge fan of this episode. It was probably the weakest of Discord's episodes.
I'm glad that everybody is getting along with him better.
Yeah, I found it a bit odd though that it was like suddenly everybody for a long time has had this kind of, yeah, we'll kind of put up with him and we'll try and be understanding, but we're still got a little bit hesitant to even, to really be real friends with him. We're always kind of gonna keep him at kind of, hoof length. But then suddenly they weren't keeping them at hoof length, which, I mean, to be honest, that might give Twilight some reason to be a little suspicious.
This is true.
It's like everybody was just slightly antagonistic of the guy until all of a sudden 3 days later, now everybody's okay with him. It's like,
well, to be fair, Fluttershy probably brought him along. It's like, no, he's my +1.
Yeah.
And so they were being all tolerant of him, and then he got all clownish, and they warmed up to him.
yeah. This one almost borders on, dang it, Flanderization for Twilight. I mean, she gets a little, we know she likes books, but, it's a little, in her, meticulous nature, it's also, a thing about her, but it seems like they kind of ramped it up to 11 for this episode to get the thing to work.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, her organizing her books for a long weekend, okay. That seems like something Twilight would do for fun. If, it was, if we're talking about, kind of Flanderization Twilight, but,
I did like the Back to the Future references.
Yes, there were a couple nice references. We got the Bob Ross bit, and then the Back to the Future bit, which I think that might have been. I think this actually was the season didn't quite happen time wise the way they wanted it to, and so I think we probably if it had gone the way it was originally scheduled, we probably would have seen the Back to the Future reference closer to Back to the Future Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But things didn't quite go chronologically.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a Haruhi Suzumiya kind of ordering issue, if you're familiar with that series.
No.
Yeah. Some of our people might, so. But, that's a fun deconstruction show. But anyway, moving on. Let's see. Rarity, I don't think Rarity likes the word old. It's like, no, not old. Vintage.
Of course, she's older than all her friends by 20 years. She just hides it really well.
That is headcanon for some people. It's like, no, she's much older than everybody, actually. She just takes very good care of herself.
Yes.
Yeah, problem with that is
Yeah.
the fact that her little sister is so much younger. And
Yeah.
I don't think ponies have that long of a procreative lifespan.
Well, maybe she's adopted.
Oh, that would be a shock for Sweetie Belle.
She's secretly Sweetie Belle's mother.
Oh, that would be just something that would never happen. But
I could see
interesting,
grandmother.
How old do you think she is?
Around Granny Smith's age. Probably
all
older.
those mud masks, keeping her young looking.
No, she feeds on the souls of children.
Oh,
So she keeps having them in order to have a long list of snacks.
Yep.
One thing that's kind of interesting, I want to discuss a little bit. Like, sometimes they can't seem to decide whether Discord is supposed to be kind of a friendship sage or a novice. You know, we get the episode with the box where he's like marked all the pages in the diary, and it's like, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this.
Well,
know.
You see, that's not exactly friendship as much as he can see things from a magical perspective. That was
Perhaps.
more a magical dilemma than an actual friendship dilemma. He was able to see, okay, these things enhanced your powers. So these things are what will help you. You know, these you learned something magically from, and you got trinkets. Trinkets will open the box because they have a certain importance.
And he
So-
probably realized at the time that if they were doomed and screwed up, then that kind of meant the end for him too.
Yeah.
Eh.
But I
It-
think
it's
he actually is a novice as far as actual friendship goes. But it's a lot easier to see things objectively than it is to understand what you're doing wrong. I mean,
but, yeah,
you
it
can
just seems
you can
like
see
they-
two different situations, one from you're going through it and another someone else is going through it, and you could give them perfectly good advice, but you don't know when you're in that situation.
Yeah,
So-
I think it just is. I can't think of the other situations, but it does seem like he varies a little bit on that.
Smooth.
Yes, and then Smooth, and then Smooth shows as how novice he can be, and then this episode it's debatable whether he's actually trying to teach that lesson, teach jealousy to Twilight, or he's just doing it for the lulz, or both, or I don't know. There was one line in this episode that I was like, really, Neil? Neil Dussadeau. I don't know if he's written anything else, and I'm probably butchering his last name, so apologies. But I love important. Beepi says that. It's like, I've gathered you for something important, Twilight says. I love important. It's like, great writing. Perfecting the recreation scene kind of drags like nobody's business. And I guess that's kind of the point of that scene, but it just it seems like they waited just a few beats too long on that one. It's nice.
I think they could have cut out one or two jokes in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a couple beats too long. You needed the scene, but you dragged it just a little too long. Dragged your hooves just a little too long on that one. And
Aren't
so
you
it
glad
got a
they didn't
little
add
tight
one?
before it was done.
Yeah.
Nice to see Zakura make a shot again. Make a, make an
Reappearance.
again. Yeah, that was. It's so rare we get to see her anymore. It's like, here she is, and then we see her for a few episodes, and then she's gonna disappear for a while, and then suddenly she's back. We get Pinky the Tushy Inspector.
No
No glowing-
rump is safe.
What?
No rump is safe.
From Inspector Pinky of Canterlot Yard.
She's a flank girl, what can you say?
In the last bit, Discord seriously doesn't get the joke. I mean, he was there.
Actually, he came in right after.
Well,
I had to
still.
watch it like 3 times because it was the only one on my phone and my nephew was being annoying.
Maybe I missed that, but still,
He came in right
can't
after
figure
Pinky
out
drank
that
it.
they were. And didn't she say something like, while he was in the room about the spell? And couldn't you figure that out by context? But whatever.
Well,
I was really
no,
tired and I watched
he
it
wasn't
again
in the
this morning, and
room,
I was just like,
but the way she said like, and this is totally not Discord, it's Q, but in Spock versus Q, they actually made a similar reference with using like and making it a simile as opposed to not being. I butchered that. It isn't that thing if you use like, basically.
okay.
It means it's like it, but it's not actually that.
Okay. Didn't have a lot to say about this episode. I watched it. I didn't really care too much for it, and so I didn't really want to watch it too much. And then I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm just kind of like, when I'm writing my notes, it's like, so it's like, my notes aren't very thorough.
You probably got it. Schmooge in a jar.
Yes, I caught
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There were a lot of little nuances that I
wonder
noticed.
if that was really
I screenshot most of them.
I wonder if that's really Schmooge.
Maybe it was one of his kids he was babysitting.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Or slang
Yeah.
sitting.
Yeah, it's one of Schmooze and Tree Hugger's kids.
Oh gosh. Well, hey, Discord doesn't have to be jealous anymore. Yes, Tree Hugger, go enjoy your time with Smooze. Leave Fluttershy to me.
Yeah, and the name I think of this episode is based on What About Bob? If you haven't seen
I
that,
have no idea.
yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, it's a fun Bill Murray movie. It's pretty entertaining. The whole movie is about Bob having like every mental illness essentially that you could still be functional and have, and even then not quite functional. And then he's basically hounding his psychiatrist the entire weekend, or not for a while, and then it's pretty good. I recommend it. It doesn't really have anything to do with this, I don't think. I mean, if I was not so tired, I could probably pick it out, but I'm just. Well, does anybody have anything else they want to talk about with it?
This one actually told us, had a moral that wasn't touched upon in the other ones. At least I don't remember any episode that touched upon the whole, it's okay to be jealous because everybody has a situation like that at some point in their life.
Not this exact situation, yeah. I don't think we've covered this exact situation, maybe, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
So they actually had a new moral this season.
Yeah, not the exact situation. They had some jealousy covered before, but
Yeah, also with Discord.
yeah. There might have been one with
Possibly his
Pinky.
jealousy. I mean, his revenge.
Well, I liked the episode. Discord was level ass. Yeah.
I think it was a rather weak episode. It was a new moral, but it wasn't very entertaining.
Yeah. I don't really have anything more.
Yeah, it's the weakest of the Discord episodes.
Although some bad news, though, not really about the episode, but it looks like they're.
But that's not really saying much because most of the Discord episodes are awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Most of the Discord episodes are freaking amazing. To have one miss in as many episodes as Discord has had is, great miss. Yeah, it's like, okay, whatever. I can still go back and watch all the other Discord episodes and have just awesomeness happen. You were saying, Drock?
It looks like there may be another year hiatus between seasons.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Something about Delancey saying something about it'll be a year or something. So not again. So much Drought of Ponies. It's beginning to become a bit of a
It's becoming Sherlock.
Yeah, Sherlock or Doctor Who, where it's like, oh yes, we're having a big gap, and then next fall you'll get another season of us. But until then, deal with what we've given you.
Well, at least with us, we can catch up with episodes and stuff. Oh, there was one more thing about this episode. I can't exactly remember where it was, because the timing and stuff. Damn, what's her name? The evil pony that wants every pony to be equal.
Oh,
Glimmer. She appeared.
Yeah.
Like in the background, but yeah.
She's been doing that all season, though.
Yeah, well, she's only done one other episode.
I think she's had 2 or 3, including this one, where she's popped in. I know there was the scene.
2, including this one.
I think there was one more somewhere in the season that she popped.
Yeah,
up in.
there was the one.
Beyond that, beyond the restaurant and beyond this, I think she's popped in one more time than that, but I can't remember which one it was. But I think she's popped in more than that. But
Discord made his own throne in the throne room.
yes. See, that's the thing. He's complaining about not having a throne, but he could just go boop, and there's a throne. It's like, okay, Discord.
Yes, but he wanted them to give him one. It means so much more coming from someone else.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Also, there was kind of a running gag with the painter guy. What was his name?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
That was the whole.
I knew it was Bob something.
Yeah, that was what I was getting at earlier with the Bob Ross thing.
I just knew his name was Bob something.
Yeah.
My mind kept going to Bob Marley, but I'm like, no, he's a singer.
Yeah.
And a stoner.
Happy little trees.
Happy little trees, we just made them.
Blue Cloud's gonna live here. Swear, if you're having like a really stressed out day and you need something to calm you down, it's like just watch Bob Ross
things like that just make me angry. I don't know why,
okay.
but listening to things like that make me want to punch the
Just
screen.
calmly paint the pretty clouds. Calmly paint.
Oh, and if
When I'm in a bad mood, I listen to Linkin Park.
Okay. Yeah, like Twitch had Bob Ross playing in a marathon for a while when they added a new feature. So like they would just play a loop of like just stacked up his shows. Then the chat is. It was something entertaining.
Yeah.
But it's he's really mellow and calming. He was, but he was really calming and mellow. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Is he even still alive?
No, he died. He died a while back.
Ah, dang.
I think.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it'll be too bad. It'll be caught up with our episodes and stuff, and et cetera, and be the perfect time to do the movies.